Listen, beloved, and listen like the world depends on the breath you take next, because a corridor of light has split open above you and on the other side stands a presence older than time. Archangel Michael leans close and his voice is not a voice but a command of mercy and mercy's urgency. He says, "You have opened this. This message is sealed only for your heart, and in that sealing there is an invitation and a call, a pulling of destiny that will not knock twice." For a long while you felt the small, quiet pressure at the base of your chest, a weight that was never meant to crush you but to ready you, to tenderize the clay of your days so that when the hour of unveiling came you would not break but bloom. Now the bloom is threaded with light. Do not treat these words like noise, treat them like a map. In 10 minutes a tide is approaching the shore of your life, not as punishment but as a radical clearing, something that removes what no longer belongs to you so that what belongs can return. Hear me, this is not random, this is not rumor, this is a specific, deliberate movement of divine economy aimed at rearranging the room of your fate. Stand still inside your soul and feel the hush before the bell rings. Breathe slow as the angel counts, because the simplest obedience in this hush unlocks doors you thought sealed. Keep your hands unclenched, let your heart be a receptive room, do not bargain with fear. Archangel Michael is holding a lamp over a doorway and he will not let you pass until you lift your face and recognize the sign he brings. The sign is gentle and unmistakable, a warmth like forgiveness, a sudden clarity about someone or something you thought lost, a soft but unstoppable turning in a relationship, a piece of news delivered that rearranges the debt and the blessing of your days. Trust this moment. Keep reading. Keep breathing. The next paragraph is the instruction of grace. Now listen deeper, as if the words are a medicine to be swallowed whole, because the angel's steps are near and they do not echo in vain. Archangel Michael speaks of unmasking, the stripping away of hidden hands that have moved your things, your opportunities, your quiet peace, hands you never suspected because they wore polite faces, yet this unmasking will unfold not to shame you but to free you, not to punish but to restore. In 10 minutes the veil thins and you will sense an exposure that feels raw, but it is the prelude to restoration. What appears broken will be fitted with gold by the hand of heaven itself. Sit where you are and do one small thing. Quiet your mind long enough to receive the impression that comes like a bell, the single phrase or image that will tell you which small step to take next. It may be a name whispered into your memory, a number that makes sense, a sudden ache that points to reconciliation, or a simple message that arrives where messages arrive. Pay attention. Do not trade this for distraction. The great irony is that what looks like an interruption will be the instrument of your salvation, what looks like a threat will be the hinge on which your blessing swings. Archangel Michael reminds you that protection is not a wall that keeps everything out, it is a clearing that allows what is yours to return. When the 10 minutes fold into themselves, do not be shocked if an impossible calm settles. This calm is the fruit of divine intention. Stand ready to receive, and when you receive, say nothing hastily, carry the secret like a seed and plant it with faith. In the next part, one will tell you the exact words the angel wants you to say beneath your breath, a phrase that aligns your spirit with the motion of grace. Speak it quietly when the sign comes and watch how doors open like dawn. Stay right here, don't move away, because what is unfolding now is not coincidence, it is a divine appointment. The reason your eyes are locked on these words is because heaven wanted you to pause in this very moment. Archangel Michael is still standing, and he is holding out a phrase, a secret sentence, a key hidden inside the rhythm of eternity. He says, "Let light fall where shadows tried to reign." Repeat it softly in your spirit. The moment you carry this phrase, you align with the frequency of deliverance. It is not about religion, it is about resonance, the sound of heaven matching the beat of your heart. Beloved, imagine a door in front of you, tall, ancient, carved with markings of battles you never knew were fought on your behalf. For years, that door remained closed. You thought you were unworthy, you thought timing was wrong, you thought silence meant rejection. But Archangel Michael presses the scroll against that door, and the scroll itself bursts into light. Suddenly the lock is undone. Suddenly the hinge loosens. Suddenly the door is no longer an obstacle but an entry. And beyond it, peace, clarity, answers that have eluded you, the provision that was delayed, the reunion that was longed for. Do not let distraction steal this moment. Do not let your mind wander. Stay until the end, because this is not simply a message, it is a visitation. Every sentence is a step closer to the unveiling. You are not watching by accident, you are participating in prophecy. Breathe, stay, remain, because what comes in the next part is the full unveiling, the sign you will see with your own eyes within hours, the confirmation heaven promised through Archangel Michael. Stay close, because the unveiling begins now. The heavens do not waste moments, and right here, right now, Archangel Michael leans closer with a fire in his eyes that no human storm can quench. He declares that a sign will be shown to you, not in a distant future, but in the immediacy of your days. This sign will not arrive as thunder, but as a gentle confirmation, a small yet undeniable moment where you will whisper to yourself, "This is it. This is what was spoken over me." Imagine it, the atmosphere shifts around you, a conversation you did not expect takes place, a message arrives at the exact second you needed it, or a face reappears in your story carrying words that realign your spirit. That moment will not be random, it will be heaven's stamp of approval, heaven's whisper of reassurance, heaven's confirmation that you were never forgotten, never abandoned, never misplaced in the timeline of destiny. Archangel Michael says, "Pay attention to the smallest detail." The sign will come not in noise but in nuance. It could be a number that repeats itself until you can no longer ignore it. It could be a name that keeps returning in places you did not expect. It could be a sudden peace washing over you like a river after days of drought. Do not dismiss it. Do not explain it away. That is heaven saying, "We have marked your path, and nothing will take you off it again." So stay. Do not scroll. Do not move away. Because as you remain, the atmosphere around you aligns. Your spirit is being lifted, your heart is being steadied, and the very ground beneath your feet is preparing for breakthrough. The sign is closer than breath, and when it comes, you will know. Stay exactly where you are, because what is coming next is the turning point of this entire message. Archangel Michael is not speaking in riddles, he is laying out a path, and that path is opening under your feet even as you listen. Imagine yourself standing on a bridge made of light, stretching over every doubt and fear you carried. Each step forward is guided, each breath is intentional, and each word you are hearing right now is shaping the destiny that has been waiting to meet you. The sign that was promised will not hide from you, it is on its way, pressing through time, pushing through circumstance, breaking through walls that were built to delay you. You may hear your name mentioned in a place where you never expected it. You may receive a message that arrives out of nowhere but feels like it was written just for you. You may feel a sudden stirring in your heart, a knowing that can't be explained but refuses to be ignored. That is heaven making contact. That is the evidence you prayed for. Archangel Michael says, when the sign appears, do not question it. Do not argue with it. Embrace it. Because in that moment, everything you thought was denied will be restored, everything you thought was lost will be returned, and everything you thought was finished will rise again in glory. You are closer than ever, and the very fact that you are still here, still watching, still listening, is proof that you are chosen to witness this unfolding. So remain. Hold your focus. Stay until the last breath of this message, because what you are carrying right now is not just information, it is impartation. Heaven is writing your name in light, and the sign you are about to see will confirm it beyond all doubt. Stay with me, because you are standing on the edge of the greatest revelation heaven has scripted for you. The silence you once feared is about to break open into a sound of divine confirmation. Archangel Michael is not whispering anymore, he is declaring. His voice rings like a trumpet across your destiny, saying, "This is your appointed time, and nothing can cancel what God has written over you." Beloved soul, look around you. The small details that seemed ordinary are not ordinary at all. That repeated number you keep seeing, that sudden memory that will not leave, that unexpected moment of peace in the middle of chaos, these are not coincidences. These are the threads of heaven weaving your sign into the fabric of your daily life. What you thought was random is revelation. What you thought was delay is design. Archangel Michael now stretches out his sword of light, and with one sweep he clears the shadows that tried to blur your vision. In that clearing you will begin to notice what was hidden, a truth about someone's heart, an opportunity waiting behind a closed door, a blessing disguised as a delay. Pay attention, because this is the moment your story takes a turn. And hear this clearly, when the sign arrives, it will feel like an echo deep in your spirit, a whisper that says, "This is the moment you were waiting for." It may arrive as a word spoken unexpectedly, as a message you never imagined, or even as a sudden shift in atmosphere that brings you peace without explanation. That is your confirmation. That is your divine receipt. So don't move, don't scroll, don't let your focus break, because what is happening right now is more than listening, it is alignment. Heaven is positioning you, Archangel Michael is guiding you, and God Himself is writing your next chapter in golden ink. Stay right here, because what comes next is the pulse of heaven beating in rhythm with your name. Archangel Michael is standing tall, his wings like fire stretched across the horizon, and he speaks with authority. You have not opened this message by accident. You were pulled here by design, and you must not leave until the final word is delivered into your spirit. Beloved, imagine a mirror being placed before you, not a mirror of glass, but a mirror of light. In it you see not just your reflection but your true essence, the one heaven has always known. You are stronger than the wounds you carried, brighter than the shadows that followed you, and far more chosen than the world ever made you believe. This mirror does not lie, it reveals the destiny you almost forgot belonged to you. The sign is close, closer than breath. It will appear in a way that feels almost ordinary, yet it will carry extraordinary weight. It could be a sudden word spoken by a stranger that feels like it was meant only for you. It could be a door opening where you thought there was only a wall. It could be peace falling over you at the exact moment you were about to give up. Do not dismiss it, for that is heaven's way of saying, "We see you. We know you. We are moving for you." Archangel Michael lifts his sword and draws a circle of light around you. That circle is not just protection, it is invitation. Inside it, fear has no voice, doubt has no power, delay has no grip. In that circle you are free, you are claimed, you are chosen. And as long as you remain, the unfolding continues. So hold on, remain, don't break your focus. The story is still being written, and the final revelation is waiting just ahead. Stay until the end, because the end is not the end, it is the doorway to a new beginning. Stay exactly where you are, because this is the moment when the seal of confirmation is being placed upon your life. Archangel Michael steps forward, his presence blazing with unshakable authority, and he declares, "The time you have waited for is no longer in the distance. It has entered the room where you sit, it has entered the air you breathe, and it will not pass you by. Beloved soul, everything you endured, the nights of silence, the weight of unanswered questions, the ache of waiting, was not wasted. It was the soil preparing for the seed. And now, heaven has stretched its hand into your story to water that seed with light. The growth begins not tomorrow, not someday, but now. Every word you are receiving is the watering, every breath you take as you listen is the beginning of bloom. The sign will not be vague. It will be exact. It will arrive like a bell striking at the perfect second. You may hear your name spoken where no one expected to say it. You may witness an opportunity appear that aligns so perfectly it feels impossible to explain. Or you may feel a sudden shift in your chest, like a heavy stone finally being lifted. This will be your confirmation. When it comes, do not doubt it, do not explain it away. Embrace it, because that is heaven's way of marking you chosen. Archangel Michael encircles you now, not only with protection but with promise. That circle is glowing, and inside of it your next chapter is already being written. Stay in it. Don't let distraction lure you away. Don't scroll away from this moment. Because the end of this message is the very place where your new beginning takes its first breath. So remain, hold steady, keep your heart wide open, because what you are about to step into is not just hope, it is fulfillment. Stay with me, because this is the final stretch, the moment heaven has been building toward from the very first word. Archangel Michael is here, not as a distant figure but as a presence wrapping around your spirit. He speaks with fire and tenderness at once. Do not think you stumbled here by chance. This was designed for you before you even asked for a sign. Beloved, see it clearly now, the weight you carried is dissolving. The shadows that tried to trail behind you are fading into nothingness. In their place, a new horizon is rising, painted with colors you thought your life would never touch again. That is the promise of God, delivered through the hand of Michael, sealed with light that cannot be broken. The sign you have been waiting for is not delayed, it is already moving. Within hours, you will notice it, something small yet impossible to ignore. A word spoken that matches the longing of your heart. A door that suddenly opens without resistance. A peace that falls so deeply you can't explain it, but you can't deny it either. That is not imagination, that is heaven in motion. And now, Michael lifts his sword and strikes the ground before you. Sparks fly, and in those sparks your name is inscribed, shining like gold. That is heaven's signature. That is your confirmation. From this moment forward, nothing stolen will remain lost, nothing broken will remain shattered, nothing delayed will remain denied. So don't move away, don't break your focus. Stay until the very last breath of this message, because the ending is not really an ending, it is the first step into the chapter you have been waiting your whole life to read. The angels rejoice, heaven leans closer, and your story has just shifted. Stay right here, because this is the final wave, the crescendo of everything heaven has been pouring into your spirit since the first moment. Archangel Michael stands radiant, his wings spanning the horizon like a shield of fire, and his voice shakes the silence. You have reached the end of the message, but not the end of the promise. This is only the beginning. Beloved soul, feel it now, the heaviness leaving your chest, the light entering your bones, the quiet certainty whispering that you are not forgotten, you are not overlooked, you are not abandoned. Every tear you cried has been counted. Every unanswered prayer has been gathered. And now, they are being poured back into your life as restoration, as peace, as joy overflowing. The sign will arrive, and when it does, you will know beyond doubt that heaven has spoken. It may come through a word that melts your heart, through a door you thought was sealed shut suddenly swinging wide, through a person carrying news that shifts your story forever. When it happens, don't question it, don't explain it away, receive it as the kiss of God upon your life. Archangel Michael lowers his sword now, not in battle but in blessing. He marks a circle around you, glowing brighter than the sun, and inside that circle you are untouchable, unstoppable, unshakable. This circle is your new beginning. From this moment forward, delays collapse, restoration rises, and blessings flow like a river that cannot be dammed. So remain here until the last breath of this message, because you are not just hearing words, you are stepping into destiny. The heavens celebrate your obedience. The earth will soon witness your transformation. And you will carry the proof that God remembered you. Stay until the very last breath of this message, because what you are feeling right now is not simply emotion, it is the touch of heaven resting upon you. Archangel Michael has finished speaking, yet his presence does not leave. His wings hover like a shield, his light settles into your atmosphere, and his voice lingers in your spirit. Carry this with you. This message is not ending, it is living inside you now. Beloved, let your heart hold on to this truth, the sign is already on its way. The confirmation has already been dispatched. What you thought was delayed has already been released. You will see it in your own life, with your own eyes, in a way that cannot be denied. And when it comes, let your spirit whisper, "This was promised to me. This was written for me." Every second you stayed here was not wasted, it was preparation. Every word that reached you was not empty, it was seed. And every breath you took while listening was alignment. You are not walking away from this moment the same. You are walking away with a mantle of light, a shield of peace, and a destiny that has already been unlocked. So remain in this glow. Don't rush out of it. Let it follow you into your day, into your night, into every step forward. For what began here is not just a message, it is the movement of heaven through your life. And the story is not closing, it is only beginning to open. Stay with me till the very last word, because this is not just the closing of a message, it is the sealing of a promise. Archangel Michael stands radiant, his sword lowered in peace, and his voice rolls like thunder wrapped in comfort. What has been spoken over you will not fade. It will follow you, it will live with you, it will carry you forward. Beloved, this moment is more than an experience, it is a marker in your timeline. You will look back at today and know, this was the turning point. The delays that chained you, the doubts that stalked you, the emptiness that tried to swallow you, all of it has been broken in this very hour. What remains is not loss but light, not silence but song, not waiting but fulfillment. Imagine your life as a book written in golden ink. Until now, some chapters felt unfinished, some sentences cut off in the middle, some pages torn by hands that never belonged in your story. But heaven has rewritten the script, smoothed the edges, and turned the page. And the chapter you are stepping into now is unlike anything you have lived before. It is richer, clearer, brighter, and overflowing with meaning. Archangel Michael places his hand upon your shoulder and whispers, "Walk forward without fear." This message is not ending, it is breathing through you. Carry it into every conversation, every decision, every step. The glow you feel is not temporary, it is eternal. The light that entered you will not leave, it will multiply. So remain in this presence. Stay in this glow. Let it be the anchor in your night and the fire in your morning. For this was never just a message, it was a divine encounter. And from this moment on, your life will not echo with what was lost, but with what has finally been found. Stay here, because what you are feeling now is not the end of a message, it is the continuation of a movement. Archangel Michael is still present, his wings stretched wide, his light spilling into the very corners of your heart. He says with a voice that feels like both thunder and a whisper, "You are marked. You are chosen. You cannot walk away unchanged." Beloved, every breath you take right now carries new strength. The heaviness that weighed you down has already loosened its grip. What tried to hold you has no authority anymore. You are stepping into a version of yourself that heaven always saw, but you are only now beginning to recognize. And this recognition is power, it is the spark that ignites everything waiting for you. The sign is not far, it is near. You will notice it not once, but again and again, until it becomes undeniable. It may echo in conversations you overhear, it may shine through a number or a word repeating itself, it may arrive in a small, quiet moment when peace floods you without explanation. That is not coincidence, that is heaven weaving threads of confirmation around your life. Archangel Michael points toward your path ahead, and that path is no longer dim. It is lit like dawn rising after the longest night. Walk it with steady steps, because each step you take is aligned with favor. Each moment you live is guarded with light. And each prayer you whisper now is answered with acceleration. So stay, remain, hold this moment until it seeps into your soul. Do not rush out, do not let your heart forget. This glow is your evidence, this stillness is your strength, and this message is your mantle. You carry it now, not as words you heard, but as truth you have become. Stay right here, because what unfolds now is the crown of everything you have heard so far. The air itself feels heavy with purpose, as if heaven has leaned closer to listen to your heartbeat. Archangel Michael is not distant, he is here, his presence surrounding you like a shield, his light pressing against every shadow that ever tried to touch you. He speaks with clarity, this moment is eternal. It will not fade when the screen fades. It will walk with you. Beloved, let these words sink deep, your story is not ending in confusion, it is opening into clarity. The long nights you endured were not wasted, they were woven into a design that is now revealing itself. What felt like delay was only preparation. What felt like silence was only the gathering of strength. And now, you are standing inside the answer you once doubted would come. The sign will not be small, it will be undeniable. You will feel it like warmth breaking into a cold room, like a door swinging open after years of being locked, like a voice reminding you of who you truly are. It will not leave you guessing, it will leave you certain. And when it arrives, it will not just confirm a promise, it will awaken the destiny that was asleep inside you. Archangel Michael raises his sword one final time, and with a stroke of light he seals your name in the book of fulfillment. That seal is unbreakable. That promise is irreversible. Nothing can cancel it, nothing can delay it, nothing can steal it. From this day forward, you do not walk in waiting, you walk in manifestation. So hold steady. Don't look away. Stay until the last breath of this message, because the final word you carry today is not closure, it is ignition. The heavens rejoice, the earth prepares, and your spirit is stepping into a chapter written in light. Stay right here, because what you are feeling in this very moment is not just inspiration, it is impartation. Archangel Michael has not stepped away, his presence is still surrounding you, his light still resting over your shoulders like a cloak. He says, carry this forward. What was spoken here will echo in your tomorrow, in your next steps, in every moment that follows. Beloved, understand this deeply, you are not leaving with empty hands. You are leaving with a mantle of peace, a seal of destiny, and a fire that no storm can put out. The sign will appear, yes, but more than that, you will feel the change within yourself. A sudden courage will rise where there was fear. A fresh clarity will settle where there was confusion. A quiet joy will take root where heaviness once lived. That is the evidence of heaven at work in you. The angels rejoice because you stayed. You didn't scroll past, you didn't dismiss it, you remained. And that decision itself was a key, your willingness to remain open doors you couldn't see. Now, every step you take is blessed, every path ahead is aligned, every detail of your story is infused with divine intention. Archangel Michael lowers his sword now, but not in silence. He speaks one last word over you, walk boldly. The light you carry is stronger than any shadow that follows. You are chosen, you are sealed, and you are unstoppable. So let your heart hold this moment. Let your spirit remain tuned to this frequency. For even after the final word is spoken here, the energy does not end, it lives with you, it breathes with you, it transforms everything you touch. This is not the closing of a message, this is the opening of your new reality. Stay here till the very last breath, because what unfolds now is not just the continuation of a message, it is the cinematic close of a divine encounter. The atmosphere around you is heavy with presence, as if the walls themselves have leaned in to listen. Archangel Michael stands with his wings blazing in gold, and he says, "Do not treat this lightly, this moment is eternal. It will walk with you long after these words are gone. Beloved, feel it, the shift inside your spirit, the calm where chaos used to roar, the fire where emptiness used to dwell. This is not imagination, this is heaven's signature carved into your life. What you once chased is now chasing you. What you thought was far is now at your doorstep. And what you thought was broken beyond repair is already being restored in secret. The sign you have been waiting for will not arrive hidden, it will arrive undeniable. It will feel like a whisper that thunders, a small detail that shakes your entire being. When it comes, you will not doubt. You will know, this is it. This is what was promised. And in that moment, your story will no longer read like survival, it will read like destiny. Archangel Michael lowers his sword, and with it he draws a final line of light around you. That line is your seal. Inside it, nothing is missing, nothing is broken, nothing is delayed. From here forward, you walk not as someone waiting for the future, you walk as someone carrying it. So remain. Don't scroll away. Don't lose this presence. Let it settle, let it echo, let it burn quietly in your chest. For this ending is not really an ending, it is the spark that lights the beginning of a new horizon, a horizon already painted with your name in fire. Stay right here, because what is happening now is not just the closing of a message, it is the carrying of a fire into your soul. The air is still charged, the light is still heavy, and Archangel Michael has not left. He stands before you, radiant, his eyes blazing like eternal flame, and he whispers with authority, "Do not let this moment fade. Let it live in you, let it walk with you, let it speak through you. Beloved, this is where the mystery deepens. The energy you feel is not temporary, it is the residue of heaven clinging to your spirit. You will notice it when you wake tomorrow, you will sense it in the rhythm of your steps, you will hear it in the smallest whispers of your day. That is the sign continuing. That is the confirmation echoing. Archangel Michael points toward your horizon and declares, "Your name has been lifted higher than delay, higher than doubt, higher than fear. What once tried to weigh you down is no longer strong enough to touch you. You are rising, not slowly, but suddenly. You are walking, not timidly, but boldly. Every second you stayed here has rewritten the rhythm of your future. And now, the circle of light that was drawn around you begins to expand. It no longer holds just you, it stretches into your house, your family, your dreams, your tomorrow. Everything connected to you is stepping into the glow. This is not the end, it is the overflow. So don't scroll away. Stay until the very end. Let this glow imprint itself on your soul. Because when you leave this moment, you will not be leaving empty, you will be carrying heaven's seal, heaven's fire, and heaven's promise into every step of your journey. Stay until this last breath, because this is not just the end of a message, it is the beginning of a movement in your life. Archangel Michael stands still, his wings folded in glory, his eyes burning with certainty, and he says, "You have received it. You have carried it. Now you will live it." Beloved, feel the shift, your spirit is no longer the same. The silence that once felt empty is now filled with presence. The waiting that once felt endless is now charged with purpose. What you thought was lost has already been found, what you thought was delayed has already been released, and what you thought was broken has already been restored. You are walking forward not with questions but with confirmation. The sign is coming, yes, but even more, you have become the sign. Your very being now glows with the evidence of heaven. When you move, people will notice. When you speak, doors will open. When you rise, nothing will push you back. You are sealed, you are chosen, you are unstoppable. Archangel Michael lowers his sword one last time, pressing it gently into the ground before you. From the strike, light bursts upward, wrapping itself around your name. That light is permanent. That seal is eternal. No hand can erase it, no shadow can dim it, no time can undo it. So walk boldly. Carry this fire with you. Let the echo of this moment live in your steps, your breath, your story. For this message does not end here, it breathes in you, it moves with you, it transforms everything ahead of you. The final word is not goodbye. The final word is beginning. And from this beginning, your life will never be the same again.